So now that you're in WebAssign, when you have an assignment, you will have at least one assignment in this every week. You can log in and you can access your current assignments from our class. On occasion, I will post an announcement here. This is just an introduction to what to expect with your homeworks, and just letting you know that they're due every Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. They will be available every Monday morning at midnight. So basically you have a week to complete each assignment. Here is our first assignment. It's Chapter 1 homework. Click on it to access the homework itself, and it's going to open up another page like this. It gives you some information at the top. It tells you what the title of the assignment is, tells you what the current score is, when it's due, and also how many questions are available in the assignment and how much each is worth. In the second box here we have 3 questions, and each is worth different points. The first one's worth 1, second worth 10, third worth 4, for a total of 15 points. That'll continue to update as you answer questions as we go along. There are several different types of questions in WebAssign. The first is a multiple choice, so you would select one and you could submit the answer right away to see in real time if you got it correct or not. If you submit it and you get it incorrect, you're going to see a red X and it won't give you any points. But WebAssign allows you to do the question 3 times before it locks you out. Very careful here, only 3 times. Now in a multiple choice question with 3 choices, not a big deal, but if you're doing a problem, it might be harder to determine what the answer is. So you're looking for that green check, and that's going to tell you how many points that you got correct for that question. There are also questions in which you need to fill in the blank with an exact number. Please read the instructions. WebAssign is very, very picky. This is talking about entering an exact number for a lower boundary, so the lower number of the 2, and the second one wants you to enter an exact number for the upper boundary. So I'm entering in 12 and 16 based on the frequency table that was given. And the nice thing is that you can submit parts of the question and that won't count against your 3. So basically I used my first attempt on those 2 parts, but it will not exhaust the attempts on the other ones until you have submitted those separately. So if I enter a couple more in here and then press submit again, now it's going to grade the new ones that I have done, and if I've made any changes to any of the others. Okay, so here it's showing me that I got 2 correct out of 10. 3 of them are incorrect. I can go back and do those again, but again, you only get 3 times, 3 attempts per question. So if you're having difficulty and you think you've done it correct and you don't understand, please email me with as much information as you can so I can help you. There are also times when you have diagrams. This happens lots in statistics where you have to analyze it based on some numbers. This one is asking some multiple choice questions about the population and what information was obtained. And you also have some number questions. It's asking for specific numbers of the students in college. Now, something that is really important in reading the instructions is that if it asks you to put it to 2 decimal places and you only put it to 1 or to a whole number, and even if you did the math correctly, it will mark you incorrect. So be very careful about reading the instructions in WebAssign. Okay? Alright, so now that I've submitted all of that, one thing that happens is that it is saving your work all along. You can always come back to it at any point. You can do a few questions and then come back to it. Afterwards, it will be included in your grading once the assignment basically has been closed. So even if you've done it and you've submitted it, it will not update until after the assignment is closed for everyone, which is Sundays at 12